Hello. So I got distracted with my phone, of course, and I'm not ready, as you can see. Ah! But hi! I have an idea too. So we're going to move this up. You can see the dog bed down there, and my numerous cans of soft drink. One of them is from a few days ago. Makes it any better. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Oh, gotta put it all the way up, do I? Okay, and then we put this here. The cable. Anyway, how's everybody? If anybody's there, nobody's there. That's okay. Thanks, phone. Ow, itchy nose. Okay, that's that. Now I can change things easier. Except when it does that. All right. Shoe calendar. Oh, excuse me. Anyways. What's that? Okay. So, as you can see up there, that is really in the way, isn't it? I actually can't make that go. Oh, no, I can make it go higher. No, don't take a picture. That's alright. I've got other stuff. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh god, and I've got all this floss that I need to put it away. I've actually not been at my desk for more than 30 minutes in the last, like, I don't even know how long. 3 days, feels like. So it's kind of just been a dumping ground a little bit. Alright, this. I can just move over here for a minute. So, yes, tonight I'm going to be working on ornaments. I haven't done much in the way of ornaments. I did one. Yeah, I've done one since the last stream, which kind of sucks. But I backed a bunch of them. So I've got that going for me, which is nice. Just getting all these put away. And then my desk will feel so much better. That's an actual colour, not a hair colour. Alright, so I might just leave out the ones, because I've got like these two that are empty that I need to refill. And it's a lot more useful to know what it looks like if I've actually got floss on the bobbin. So I might just, not on stream, I will refill them at a later point. See, those ones are more golden. I've got like yellowy browns here, and then more muted browns into dark, into black, I mean. That is ugly as fuck. It must have been an animal. That one, because it is not really a hair color. Oops. so many hair things. Have I got any hair on this one? No. Alright, so that's all the hair. So I can put this container back for now. And then I really don't feel like putting all these away. I'm just going to put all these in the Ziploc. And that's a problem for future me. Blech, blech. Leave those two. Okay. Future me is such a sucker. Alright. What is that? Oh. Take this back out. Finished a project. Which I can't share, unfortunately. Okay, I've got a big Target bag. That's my trash bag at the moment. Alright. I've got a project bag here, which this can go into actually. I've got scissors on it. No. Alright. Been working on this. Look at me, I'm naughty. I carried my floss from person to person. So I did tiny little sparkles in their eyes, which I don't think is big enough for you to see. But yeah, so I'm naughty. I carried my floss. Should get all my stuff taken from me. Alright, this is what we want to work on. If I could get it open. Alright, whoops. Runaway scissors. So, hoping to get a fair bit done tonight. I'd like to get 2 completed. That would be awesome. That'd be excellent. There's another strand of floss in there. There we go. Put my ort jar here. That can go there. Alright. So I want to hang on to those ones. You can't really see that. Never mind. So I want to do these 2. Alright. Is that going to be... I think that's got to be in a 4-inch hoop. Just the way I laid it out was not great. Yeah, it's got to be 4-inch. Okay. So both of them are going to be in a 4-inch hoop, which is fine. There we go, our 4-inch hoops. Bit of fluff on it. I should put some music on. I love this one. Mum's hair is so good. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can. So I did her hair in all the browns, and then I went back over with 1 strand of a purple and added in all her purple in her hair, which I'm like, it's so good. So good. Alright, let's get some music. please? Oh, it opened behind everything. That's less than helpful. Here we go. Alright. I gotta have some noise. Otherwise I just go crazy. Right, there's that one. Oh, that's a bit louder now that the beats kicked in. There's one. This one's going to have lots of room for decoration, which is good. That's not centered. Alright, so what are my decoration options? This one's going to have branches and stuff because there's lots of room. But I'd like to try and add something else to it, perhaps, because there's so much room. And this one, I'd like to try and... what are my other options? I don't have many more options left to stitch. I want to do another tinsel one, so I'm thinking that I might do the tinsel one on this one and have it like sort of coming out and then down, so out and then down. I think that'd work well. Alright, we'll do that. And yeah, we'll do the tinsel first. So from like here, like a curve, and then down. Alright, now on this one I'm going to do as like leaf stuff. Leaf stuff! So we'll go that, and then so it's not symmetrical, we'll go like that. Oh, that is not even in shot. Sorry about that. Okay, so we'll do leaf stuff and we'll do tinsel. Can that zoom in anymore? No. Of course not. That would be way too useful. Alright, that can go there. We want a needle. Now with the tinsel one, do I do the little branches like I did last time? I don't think so. See, but this is the other tinsel one I did. When it focuses, you can see all the greenery in it. It's got a big cat hair in it. So it's like the tinsel's wrapping around a branch. But I think to mix it up, because as I mentioned on my floss tube, I think, or maybe last stream. Sorry, I'm uncomfortable. So sick of this moon boot. I'm using this year to like trial a bunch of stuff, because you know a lot of these are gifts, and pretty much the rest are for friends that placed orders. So everyone kind of trusts me or doesn't have a choice. So I'll do the tinsel first, and I think I might crack out a different color. Let's do blue. I like blue. I like blue. I've got blue Atoli thread here. Maybe that'll give it nicer coverage. Because this isn't bad. It's going to take a while, that's all. Actually, do I have this on a bobbin first? I don't think I do. Which color is this? 820. Yeah, I've got 823, which is like way darker, and I've got 798, which is way lighter. So, tip, if you want to work from the bobbin, if you want to work from the skein, you pull the end that has the number on it. So the little tail here, you pull that and it comes out, and supposedly doesn't tangle, but this has decided to tangle. Probably because it's a Atoli thread, to be honest. It works with this, the cotton thread. Screw it. Take that off, take that off. It's still a tip. Just decided to be a jerk. And I'm going to use all 6 strands. Where the hell did my needle go? Oh god. Ever since Charlie stood on... That's on this one. Ever since Charlie stood on one of my needles, I'm so paranoid. Wow, it is struggling to focus. Sorry, I'm just fixing my camera. I'm going to work here, so I want it to focus here. Okay. So, turkey work, we come into the front first. Oh, I'm going to need to change my needle. Yeah, it's too thin. Have we got one here? Yeah. Alright, let's try that again. We come in from the front. We leave a tail. And then we hold it out of the way. I don't need a lot. I've got a lot of strands. I mean a lot of length here. I just want to make sure that it's going to give it nice coverage. Six strands will help with that. The Tolly thread is notoriously thinner though. It's like when I want to cross stitch with it, I need to use, if I'm normally cross stitching with 3 strands, I have to use 4 for this. Oh, I threaded through there. Oops. So if you're hanging around, say hi and let me know if you're stitching. If you've just got me on in the background, that's fine too. You might not even be stitching, you might be doing something else. Oh, I keep I keep threading through here by accident. Just looking at the color choice, thinking I may have gone too far with blue. Maybe even like mixing silver in there would have been better. I'll finish it and I'll judge it once it's trimmed. So I'm alternating which way I hold the thread because I want to keep the like inseam of it in the middle as best I can. I can't wait to get this moon boot off my foot. Seriously. Because right now I'd really just like to cross my legs. Because that's how I like to sit. But I can't do that. Alright. That there. I got all of this now to trim. And honestly, I think the trimming is the bit that takes the longest. Because like, that only took me, I don't know, at least 10 minutes. Which I guess is a long time. So my kids have conference week this week at school, so as of tomorrow they finish school at 12:15 every day, which is like, oh god. Oh, I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to stream next Thursday, because obviously next Thursday is Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving really isn't a big deal for me as an Australian. So it's not really something I've brought up with my husband. But I'm gonna chat with him about it and ponder. And if I do stream, I'll just assume that like nobody's really gonna watch. I might even just take the time to stitch but not stream, get stuff done, and have something playing in the background, like when I was watching Doctor Who. Look at this mess I've made. Oh jeez. Just smush it all together. Smush, smush. So I'll be honest, not really loving this. Didn't really come out the way I wanted it to. I love the blue, like as a color. Oh, I didn't do this to it. That helps. This is called a nap riser brush. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. And it's just a bunch of tiny little spiky bristles, and it just separates all the fibers. With a toly thread, it does pull out some of the sparkly bits, but I think it's worth it. Give me a needle. Get in there. I didn't. If I could make it connect along the top, that'd be better. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave this and I'll work on the other piece and then come back to that. Maybe it needs like baubles or something in it. It doesn't look very festive. It just looks like a blob of fluff. Okay, I'm going to start on this one. Oops. Up there, up there. Okay. The colours. Brown and brown. So I'm going to do a back stitch. I'm sorry, I'm going to do a whipped stitch. That's what I meant to say. Which is just a back stitch, and then you go over the top of it with a second piece of thread, which I will be using a different color. You know, it's still a brown, but like a very, very slightly different brown. Oh, this is meant to be too strong. I'm gonna roll tonight. There you go. No, come out, please. Here, try that again. Alright. So back stitch. And then whip it. Whip it good. Try not to puncture myself in the process. That'd be nice. I just had a thought of what I should do. Oh, I'm gonna totally change this side. And I'm gonna change the angle of this one a little bit. Here. Over a bit more. And I need to do it like this. So I just thought I can do little dangly baubles. Something like that. Won't that be cute? Scissors. So this one I'm gonna go like over more here, and then I'll go up there instead. So like there, and then this one over here. And that will be so cute. It's too small anyway. Alright, that's the dark one, this is the light one. could put my scissors back over there. Alright, so just one strand of this one now. And it's very subtle and like you can't really see it, but it just gives it a little bit of dimension. Like it's not even, yeah, like I said, it's not really noticeable. But in a way, that's the point. Those subtle things can make a big difference. Oh, it'd be great if I could get under the thread. Alright. So that's one little branch. Just looks good. I need to take it out of the hoop. Just be easier. Probably quicker too. So fun fact, I'm organizing to meet up with the woman in this portrait for the first time. Sometime in the first half of next year. Which would be good. Her and another woman that I've known for a very long time but not met yet. Okay. Get it back in its hoop. Alright. That is not very taut. There we go. One of the strands is longer than the other. There we go. Sometimes I forget to breathe. So focused on what I'm doing. It's like I hold my breath. I do breathe. It's just shallow, I guess. This week's kind of sucked. I just been thinking about what I've been able to, been up to. It's gone fast though. I remember on Monday, my husband saying, "Oh my God, it's only Monday. It feels like Thursday." And I do remember thinking, if it was Thursday, I'd be streaming. And now here I am. It's Thursday, and I'm streaming. Alright, let's play a little bit of Floss Chicken. I know it's off screen, I'm sorry. I'm basically just trying to thread my needle and it's being super difficult There we go. Just realized I'm tensing up my sore foot too. So now my foot hurts. Hooray! Okay. Now I just gotta whip the stitch. Whip it good. Okay, get that back in a hoop. I always have to have the little screw bit on the right. I have one piece that you can see in my shop if you go through that has the screw on the other side, and it drives me mental. It's the little things that bother me. So, as you will have been aware if you've watched the last like 2 weeks of my stream, I have been watching Doctor Who for the first time. The new stuff of Doctor Who. I'm currently on season 5 now, so I now am watching Matt Smith as the Doctor, and I can't be the only one that is sad about David Tennant not being the Doctor like all the time, because he was just so good. 3 seasons was not enough. And I know there was a lot of specials and stuff as well that he did, but man, like Matt Smith isn't bad. He's just not David Tennant. I do like Amy though. But she's no Martha Jones. Who got really annoying in the end, I'll be honest. Wasn't a fan of Martha Jones, the not companion. Like, just her story arc of her being an amazing resource to the world. It just got a bit too incredible. Okay. Brown is done. So that is that. Let's wind all this floss back on. Really need to get this on a new bobbin. This colour. It's a little bit mangled. Alright, now. Let's do some greenery. Da-na-na. Oh, that was loud. Alright, so this time, the last time I did greenery, I did the dark green, and then I went over the top with the middle green, and then added the light green. And this time I'm going to do the middle green, and then add the light and dark over the top. I think that'll just sit a bit nicer. So one thing I'm going to do is just look up inspiration. Okay. I'm looking at pictures of tree branches with Christmas baubles. Oh, that's an idea as well. A tree branch with snow on it. Alright, well I'll do... I can't really do that for any of these ones because these ones are all for Australians. I think I'm going to end up cutting out this one. Like, I have sat on it for at least half an hour now and I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. Sorry, had a yawn. Use the opportunity to have a drink. What is this? Not useful. Close that. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go all the way to 11 tonight, by the way. Because I'm really tired. And I have to be on for the dog tomorrow morning because it's my turn. My husband was up at 5 this morning with the dog. And yeah, it's my turn tomorrow. I don't think I would function very well getting up that early after going to bed at like 11:30. And I'm yawning again. Oh my gosh. Alright. Anyway. So yeah, I was thinking, and I didn't mention it at the start of the stream, but I was thinking I would stop at 10 instead of 11 tonight. Which is kind of why I was hoping to get 2 done, but that's not going to happen at the rate I'm going. I am slow tonight. Which is fine, like, it's not a race. I'm just going to do a bunch of little straight stitches. What did I do for this one? Yeah, I just did the same. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. So my kids got... Hi, Mom. My kids got vaccinated today. My oldest was like, oh, cool. She just watched it happen. And then was like, cool, a lollipop. But my youngest was kicking and screaming, and she screamed so hard she gave herself a nosebleed. And I don't know how she didn't kick the living shit out of me. She was screaming, let me go, let me get down. And she was screaming so much another nurse came in, because I'm sure everyone in the waiting room was able to hear what was going on. She had worked herself up so bad. We'd been waiting for an hour at that point, which was just so uncool of them. We have to get the second dose at the same location, but after that I'm so glad we're never going back to that place again. They were unorganized as hell. But yeah, she was in such a state just from the whole thing itself that she didn't even feel the vaccination happen. Like, she was still kicking and screaming once it was done, and was like so distraught that we had to just like scream at her, it's done. And she was just like, oh. And then she calmed down, and then she was like, oh cool, lollipop. Grandpa got his booster shot yesterday. Yay! Mine was last week. Husband got the booster this week. Yeah, my husband and I we're not eligible for the booster. We don't want to get ahead of people that really need it. So, because we got Pfizer back in March. But we'll be getting the booster as soon as we can. She's worse than you were. Oh, good. Good to know. I couldn't believe the nosebleed. Like, she's wearing her mask, obviously. And, she's screaming through it. And then the nurse is like, oh, goodness. She's rushed off and got a paper towel because that was all that she had on hand. Handed it to me. I'm just like, oh my god, Alex. This is a lot, Alex. This is a lot. I'm actually really unhappy with this. I'll admit. I've done it way too close together. Let's undo some of it. Because otherwise I'm just going to cut it all out. Which is probably going to be so much easier, and I should just do that. But I'm stubborn. You never got that upset, thank goodness. Yes, thank goodness. Charlie, if one of my children had to be that worked up about it, I'm so glad it's the child that is weaker and smaller. Because there is no way I would have been able to hold Charlie down. She's so strong now. She's like a little beast. She comes in for a hug and she pushes me over. Yeah, I was glad that we were able to get it done. I wanted to get it done earlier, so that we could get the second shot out of the way, which I might add, I am so looking forward to doing all of that nonsense again. That will just be so fun. I have not told either girls that there is a second one. We will cross that bridge in a couple of weeks. And then I got to take Archie to the vet because he's 12 weeks now. Actually, he's 13 weeks, but he got his 12-week appointment. I get to try and catch some of his pee, which will be fun because we need to check if he's got a UTI. He's drinking a lot and only peeing in the house, which I'm just loving. I'm loving having to clean up urine in our house constantly. We have puppy pads and everything, but just be like a normal dog and go outside. Like, we will go outside. Like, he'll go to puppy class, for example, and he will hold on until we get back home. Come on, dude. Did you stop being a jerk? Fuck it, I'm just gonna cut this out. This is driving me insane. Try not to cut the Ada too. Lila, what am I lying about? That I'm so looking forward to 3 weeks from now. Because yes, definitely not looking forward to that. I got an earlier appointment at least for that one. So I'm hoping that means we won't be waiting as long. If anything, the girls won't miss out on as much school because the appointment started at 9:30 and they start school at 9:15. So I didn't get them to school until 11 because they took so long. Alright, start again. Start again. This bobbin of thread is getting a bit weary too. It's also lost a little corner like this one has. Some of my OG bobbins have lost. Alright, let's try again. So I want to do more space between them. Poor kid, I wonder what triggers an inversion like that when you haven't had a bad experience. Fingers crossed they have their act together at this clinic. Yeah. She has like this thing against potential pain. So like, she has a band-aid on her arm now because she got a vaccination, and she's freaking out because we've got to take the band-aid off. And she knows it's going to sting for a second. And that's normal with her, with band-aids. Like, we only ever put a band-aid on her if she's actively bleeding, because otherwise we got to deal with this bullshit. She would rather have the band-aid absorb into her skin than have the band-aid taken off her. Yeah. She gets very upset with Archie because he's a puppy, so he's mouthing. And like, if she feels his teeth, she gets very upset. And I don't know if it hurts her, but I know what it feels like for him to do that, and most of the time it doesn't hurt. It's just, yeah, okay, he's got teeth. She's just a very sensitive little soul. Yes, like, we tried reminding her that she's been vaccinated many times before. The first time she got vaccinated was when she was 2 hours old, and every year she gets a flu shot, and it's the same thing. And even then, it's actually quicker to get the vaccination than it is to get the flu shot. And like, we tried all of these things, and it didn't help. I mean, waiting in the waiting room for an hour would not have helped either. She has one really wobbly tooth, the other, like, bottom front tooth. And she's a lot better with it now. She's not hiding it. She's not freaking out about it. Like, we can talk to her about the fact that it's going to come out, and there's an adult tooth there and stuff, but she still won't watch ads for teeth related things. She won't watch cartoons where they talk about wobbly teeth. Yeah. So she's getting there with that. But oh my god, this tooth, it's been wobbly for a week, and we keep thinking that it's going to come out today, you know. It's one of those ones. It's shifted so far over, it's like right in the middle of where her two front teeth would be. It's so ready to come out. Like, I can't, she won't let me touch it, so I don't know how wobbly it is, but it looks ridiculous. The unknown is obviously, oh yeah. Yes. The unknown is definitely an issue for her. Which is why we try to relate it back to things she already knows and has a frame of reference. Ow! Dang it. That hurt. I asked the nurse before they got their vaccinations if we could do the flu shot at the same time, and because I knew that it was going to be a shit show today. She's like, their arms are going to be really sore. And I kind of wanted to just be like, I don't care, let's just do it. But yeah. And I realized that we don't know what their reaction's going to be like to the vaccination, and like, you know, just side effects. and a lot of kids have been getting flu-like symptoms afterwards, and yeah, I've dropped the ball of getting the flu shot this year. I haven't got myself it yet. Ow! That hurt. How about you don't knot at the back, Floss? Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I'm bleeding. I don't need tissues. Keep forgetting to bring up a box. I got a little piece of fabric, which I can just use to put pressure on. I can take my medication. My water bottle's really noisy, so that's why I mute myself. Makes so much noise. It's got a flavor thing in it. And so the water has to run through the flavor thing. Just is noisy. Okay, I'm gonna jump down here. This is better. Would you like to see yours, Mum? Because I did yours off stream. Yes, I've taken my pills. Thank you, watch. Otherwise, it can be a surprise for you. Yes, please, she says. Okay. That's the back. And it's upside down. That made yours nice and colourful. Just don't go, like, measuring the space between all the lights, because there's one area that just doesn't really work. I don't know how other stitches can do this like really quick. Because I know a lot of people that crank like a whole one of these out in a day. Can you show Howard? Well, I mean, you're gonna have to go get him. Looks better than the screen I have, because the screen I've got is teeny. I just looked at it on the feed. Damn. If he missed out, then he missed out. You tell him he's too slow. Ah. Well, I'm hoping that it'll be better in person, because I always feel like a digital picture or a photo or video, I mean, never does it justice. Like, I do my best to represent my work so that you can see what it looks like if you were looking at it in person, but I can never get it the same. Needle's trying to unthread. So I'm going to be getting the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not right. 8? Oh, yeah. 8. Actually, no, that's a lot. I'll probably do the 2 that I've got here that are done, and these 2, so this one and this one, and then I'll take more photos, and then I'll complete the other 4 and do photos of them. But I'm not going to send anything off until I've completed all of them, because I need to take, I don't need to, but I need to take videos and photos of all of them together, so that I've got that kind of graphics for social media. Which is why I'm starting to feel pressure, because once December hits, then it's kind of like, oh shit, it's crunch time. But I just finished a big pattern that's been weighing on my shoulders. I'm not stitching it. Oh, I'm way off. I'm not stitching it, it was just a commissioned pattern. I sent that off today, so that's like a whew, major relief. And now that that's done, I feel like I can actually focus time on these. I'm doing this. I started work on this in a local buy and sell group that I'm part of, or it's a buy nothing group actually. Some woman was asking on behalf of her friend for like necessities and things that someone would need for themselves and a 4-year-old daughter, because she'd just gotten out of a really abusive household. And one thing that was listed was artwork. I'm like, I can do that. So I put my hand up and said, hey, if you are willing to send me photos, I will make a piece. And apparently I made that friend cry. And so, yeah. It's only 2 people, and I'm going to do some flowers because I'm using it as an excuse to have a play with some embroidery. But yeah, I haven't done a just because stitch for someone for like 6 months at least, and I thought that might be a nice way to end a really shitty year that someone has had. Has the USA Post opened again yet, or is there any updates? Apparently mail is being sent to Australia now. And if it's not, then I will just be sending you guys a bunch of photos. I don't know who this woman is. Apparently she's someone well known in the area, because it's a local buy nothing group, so it's I'm not shipping it. I'll be either hand delivering or doing like a porch pickup or something like that. And that'll save me a little bit of shipping. And that will mean that I can like work on it until close to Christmas as well. But yeah, I thought, and the sentiment I was like umming and ahhing about and searching the internet about what to put in writing, because I don't know what this woman's name is either, or a kid. So yeah, I thought that was sweet. Yes, it's awesome news about the Post. Apparently, international flights are being accepted through Queensland. For Australian citizens only, though. Or like special case stuff, obviously. So, things like celebrities and shit like that. So many movies are being filmed in Australia since COVID started. Well, that looks way better. Let's add a couple more at the bottom here. No, I don't need a big knot, thanks. Like, that's a really big knot. Yeah, thank you. Because that is just a waste of floss, and I don't like that. Victoria have eased more restrictions today. We're getting closer to a visit. Yay! There we go. So I'm only going to do a dark addition to it, because this is really bright. And it looks good in this other piece, because I did it really subtly. But I think for this one in particular, it would just look a bit strange. So anyway, I got to take it out of the hoop again. Well, yeah, you know that we have a Murphy bed here, and there's a hotel like just down the road too. Yeah, the Murphy bed is shocking. We're expecting snow soon, according to my weather apps. We're getting a lot of rain. We had frosty grass yesterday morning, and it was 0 degrees in the morning. The girls hadn't seen something like frosty grass before. I was like, so sheltered. I was like showing Alex that she should stomp on it. Stuff, and it goes crunch when she does. She's like, I love it. It's so pretty too. Yes, child, it is. I remember going to school and all the tan bark at the playground would be covered in frost, so you couldn't play on the playground because you'd just slide. Yeah, white Christmas would be awesome. We decided not to go anywhere, like we did last year, almost this time last year. Little California girls, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we did early in December last year, we went to a little cabin. We're not doing that this year because we got Archie, and he'll just run amok because we'd have to take him. Because he's our dog, and he's our puppy, and you know, we would have needed to have sorted out lodging for him months ago. But anyway, it'll save us a little bit of money anyway. He's not house trained, so but yeah, so we're gonna be home, which is fine. Moon boot not designed for snow either. Oh god, yeah, you're right. Shit. Mid-December I get this thing off. Hopefully. Hope. I'm not holding this in the right spot. Can I move this thing over? Yeah, it's just, it looks like it's sitting on my head. Yeah, it's not fun wearing this boot. Especially in Washington, it rains. It's been raining all the time. And then my toes just get cold because they poke out the end. But I'm not really willing to wear multiple pairs of socks because then my feet just get really hot. Like the rest of my foot. I'm kind of miffed that my family photos are going to be boot included. If the weather hadn't washed us out last month, I would have been fine. Because we were supposed to have them done like the weekend before I did this to my foot. Ow. But this weekend is supposed to be lovely for November. Cold, cloudy, and no rain. So that's a lot more promising than what happened last month for family photos. I need to go through the decorate it like Auntie Ruth used to for a walking stick. No, I kind of don't want to draw attention to it, but I hear you. Like a walking stick's different because that sort of feels like an extension of you for a permanent time, whereas this is a temporary thing. God, I hope it's a temporary thing. Better freaking be. Like, I'm gonna be pretty miffed if I've done irreparable damage to my toe just because I was trying to set up something to stop my dog from running out the front door during Halloween. What's the time? Oh, Jesus. I was going to stop at 10 tonight. But I was really hoping to get at least one of these done. My original plan was to get 2 done. But this one was supposed to be relatively fast, but I hate how it looks. So, it's not focusing. There we go. It's meant to be tinsel, but it just looks like blue blob. Don't like it. Oops. I need to find a better place to put my webcam, like that camera. I need to change my desk setup, I think. If my desk, because I have an L-shaped desk, and it's got like a short end here, and then it's the long end here. If it was the other way around, I'd be able to have my desk there, and then I'd be able to have the wall behind me. as like a nice backdrop. And then I could have the computer still here and I'd still be able to get into my desk. But because of this little bit here, I can't turn it and be able to get into my desk. And I feel like if I was able to have my desk mostly facing that way rather than that way, I'd be able to do a bit more with setting up like the webcam and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully that isn't just a ramble. It is a ramble, but anyway. I'm running out of green again. I'm looking forward to going to sleep tonight. Wake up, deal with the dog for a bit, give Josh a bit of a sleep in. Sleep in is a strong word. Have a shower, which are lovely at the moment because it's so cold in the mornings. And my hair feels so much nicer straight after a shower. The way that I've been styling it lately. Day 2 hair doesn't work as well. Still figuring out how to deal with my hair the way that it wants to sit naturally. I'm learning about products and stuff, which is just like feels way out of my depth. A little bit. Alright, I'm running out of floss here. Oops. Just bump my microphone on my collarbone. Alright. This piece looks so different with stuff on the sides. It was very vertical and now it's not. So I'm thinking with my other portraits, I'm going to try and improve on some of the other borders that I've done. So because, no offense to him, because I don't think Chris is going to really appreciate this as a gift, I'm going to try and improve on this design for him. I got too lazy with this one. I did a stem stitch, but I didn't really big stitches. If I do them shorter, then it'll curve properly. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Simone's one. I'm thinking for hers, I'll do little bits like these. I'm not sure. For the Austins, again, I'm not sure. I'd like to come up with one more like style. just searching hanging Christmas decorations. See, I could do just like stars. But that'd probably be better for Grandpa's piece. I don't know. I'll think of something. But yeah, because Grandpa's piece is going to be in a 5-inch hoop. Because it's bigger than everyone else's. So his is going to be more like this. And his is kind of intended to not really be an ornament per se, because it's in a 5-inch hoop. So his is going to sit like that. Because otherwise, this is a 4-inch. She will love whatever you do. Chris was delighted with the photo I showed him the other day. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, this would fit in a 4-inch, but actually that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, I changed my mind. It's kind of perfect in a 4-inch hoop. Sorry, I've got it too low. Alright, changed my mind. Put the 5-inch hoop back. Yeah, I'm planning on doing stars for this one. So just like little stars here, here, and under here. And not like 5-point stars, but just like little backstitch sort of 8-point stars. And I'll be using the sparkly thread, so this kind of one. But yeah, like I'm trying to do a lot with not a lot of space. What's that? It's got envelopes. So many different kinds of Christmas decorations, and yet they're all so similar. Oh, a bow could be nice. Or bows. Oh yeah, the little stars for Grandpa's one would be really subtle. Like super subtle. Like there, and maybe like one in the middle and then 2 smaller ones there. I definitely want to add something though, but I hear you. Keep it simple. But I think, you know what, I can just get hoops for all of the ones that don't have a hoop yet. So the Austin's one is in a 4-inch. Come on. There we go. That's way off center. So that's the Austins. I'm uncomfortable. There we go. And then there's Simone's. Simone's and Chris's have a lot of space for stuff. Which is why I'm going to do Chris's one with that circle feature again. Because I'll have the space to actually do it. and his is already kind of Christmassy because he's got a Santa hat and an ugly jumper on, ugly sweater, whatever. It's got a big bit of fluff on it. Alright, and there's Chris's, which I need to blast again with the hairdryer because it didn't come out, which is why I don't really like this. I don't understand how people can use them. I might have gotten like a bad brand or something. I would have thought a Pilot pen would be good, but like you can kind of see the shadow of where I drew circles, so I need to blast it again with my hairdryer. But the Austin's one will have something, I think we'll have to do something like this with just little bits. And I've just seen like a bow, so do like maybe 2 bows here in Christmassy kind of colours. So Chris's will be circle stuff. Simone's, I don't know. See, my brain wants to go straight to like snowflakes or something, but it feels really dumb to do your classic winter Christmas things because she doesn't live in the Northern Hemisphere. What's that? Oh, that's kind of cool. I've seen like a really subtle wreath. Where it's a circle and it's got like this style kind of stuff on the sides and then little balls in the bottom. Christmas lights of Simone she loves. Okay, I'll do Christmas lights then. I haven't done Christmas lights with French knots, so she can have little French knot ones. Because I did cross stitch ones on this piece. When it focuses. There we go. And yours has lazy daisy ones. I've ironed these too, so yours has little lazy daisy ones. So they're like larger bulb style ones. So that'll make it slightly different. And I can do like a big circle kind of style here. So just sort of a round twirl around and then a big twirl. Sorted. Yeah, like colonial knots better. Alright. So I might just write it down on a piece of paper. Chris will get circles. Simone colonial knots. Austin's will get, what was it? Bows. Grandpa get subtle stars. And I need to figure out the Richardsons. Okay. Yeah, I like the look of both French knots and colonial knots, but colonial knot is just a much neater little circle. Plus it feels fancy to stitch it like that. Alright, so I've got floss on my needle. I've only got a couple more minutes though. I might finish the greenery or this color green on this side and then stop for the night. Archie's doing a bit of a number on our sleep patterns. I haven't done one for Liga. Not deliberately. Yeah. I should do one for her though. I can always add her. Can you sneak a photo for me of her and Matthew? And is she with Michael? God, I had a brain fart there for a second. I've never actually seen what he looks like. I just know that Matthew looks similar to him. She got one of my original Stitch People portraits. Back when everyone had cross-stitch hair. My plan, by the way, is to ship them all to you. And then, because I'm sure you'll see everybody, have you give them out and they'll all be boxed up, like inside a box. Because I think that's going to be a lot cheaper on postage. No change with Michael. I haven't seen him either. I'll try and find pics. Thank you. She hasn't posted. Oh, she's posted a bit on Facebook, but not of herself. So I just need inspiration for an outfit, really. Because I assume that she hasn't changed her hair for a while. But I've got pictures of Matthew from Facebook. He's grown up so much. I remember when he was a baby. I'll play Santa. Thank you. But yeah, if you need to send any, I'll pay back. Yeah, so yeah, what I was saying, I think, yeah, it'll be a lot cheaper to send one big box than a bunch of little boxes. Plus then, if it gets lost in the mail, then everyone loses their gift, rather than one person missing out. Touch wood, that it doesn't happen. Oh, Jesus. Could I just stop? Frightened me. Doing one for legal will make it 14, which doesn't feel as superstitious-y. Superstitious-y. Yes, I made a new word. I took Archie to the vet today for his 12-week stuff. He's 20 pounds. When we went to the vet last time, which was 3 weeks ago-ish, he was 12 pounds. He's grown so quick. Like, I knew it just from looking at photos, but I hadn't weighed him at home. I don't know how much 20 pounds is in kilos, so I can't, like, visualize it in my head. I could do math, so the difference between 12 and 20 is like, oh boy. Now, if you just stop biting everyone in the house, that would be great. Except me. He doesn't bite me. I think that's because I've stood on him with my boot twice by accident. Because he gets underneath me. And so he's kind of scared of me a little bit. I don't mean to step on him. He just gets under my feet and I don't realize until he yelps. Like, idiot. Don't do that. He's very sturdy. He's very lanky, actually. He has a lot of growing into his skin to do. He's definitely not overweight. Like, he's very lean, and you can see like the curve that dogs get when they're a normal weight. They have a curve like before their hips, so their rib cage comes in and then it keeps curving in and then it goes out to their hips. So he's got that, but he's got legs, like lots of legs. And his face is huge. He's got a lot of growing to grow into his head shape and face. He's just a typical puppy at the moment. He just looks so weird. £24 is 10. Okay, so he's about 8 kilos at the moment then. Which just doesn't seem like a lot. But he is kind of heavy. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there tonight. I'm going to likely cut this out, because I'm not happy with it. I think it would be better if I had done the greenery thing like I did with this one. But I also think it's the blue. It's a lovely blue colour, but I don't think it fits this design. I might just cut it out now. I don't just ponder it and be like, well, it's already there, so I should just leave it. Cut it out now. It'll be like ripping the band-aid. Just get it done. Wow, this is coming out way easier than I expected. I guess I thought turkey work was kind of setting knots in a way. And it is, in a way, from the front, but not the back. So I did all of that off camera, didn't I? Looks like a wonky walking stick. Yeah, it was supposed to be like it is strung up along here and along here and then falling down. But no, it doesn't look like that. It's a nice blue though. I just don't, yeah, I don't think it fits this kind of style. But it didn't take me long to do. So it's not like I wasted an hour of stitching. It's surprisingly quick actually. So yeah, I'll have a think about what to do for this one. I will try and incorporate tinsel though, so that I can have a second example of it. And like I said on my floss tube, if I do ornaments again next year and I offer like people to pick the kind of decoration that they'd like, tinsel will likely have an added charge of $5. Can't win them all. Exactly. You gotta try. Sometimes you gotta fail. It was a risk. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow actually, because tomorrow I get to find out whether or not I'll be able to do this trip to Washington DC to meet two of my friends and go see a comedy stand-up next year, because the tickets will go on sale tomorrow to the public. I have to rely on them. I might send them a message and say, because they're obviously 3 hours ahead of me, so the ticket sales might actually go live when I'm asleep, and I don't want to miss out on good seats, so I might just send them a message and say, I trust your judgment, pick something good, kind of deal. Anyway, so I did that. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there for the evening. I also tidied up a lot of floss at the start of the stream, so that's something good too. I'm going to put these two in hoops so that I can take some photos of these two. Hopefully I'll finish these two with the decorations and hoop them too before next Thursday. Because well, that's the other thing, just a reminder, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream. I will likely stream because we don't really do anything for Thanksgiving. But there is a chance that I may not. I'm still trying to figure it out, basically. I'll put something in the screen so you guys can look at something. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to stream or not. I need to also catch up. I didn't realize you were live. Oh, hi! I'm actually finishing up. I'm finishing up early this evening because it's my turn to get up early with the dog tomorrow. And I'm already tired. I thought my timing was a bit off. Yeah, we finished daylight savings not last week, but the week before. So we are now an hour back. So it's 10 past 10 now. But yeah, it's my turn to get up early with the dog tomorrow, and thankfully it went away, but I've been dealing with a headache all day after my kid screamed bloody murder in my ear, and then the dog yelped and whined in the car on the way to and from the vet. So that was fun. But yeah, I got a little bit done, and I will post. That's what I was saying. I need to catch up on Facebook because it's super behind. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to catch up. So once I've done that, I will be posting on Instagram and Facebook about next Thursday. A quick hi and bye, yes. Yeah, alright. That's enough blabbering from me. My desk is actually relatively tidy, which is nice. I will leave it there. I've got my little notes of which designs to do where. I'm going to write actually a note about this one in particular because I don't want to forget to add little hanging baubles. Alright. There's that. There's that. I've got lots of blue in my ort jar now because I pulled all that Atoli thread out. I'm not going to raid anyone tonight. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's turn off the music. Thank you.